So Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary was established to protect nearly 200 shipwrecks that are in this northwestern part of Lake Huron. Between lots of shipping traffic, heavy storms, low visibility with fog, and rocky shoals out there, unfortunately, there were a lot of shipwrecks. The conditions of Lake Huron are great actually for preserving shipwrecks. The fresh, cold water really keep these pieces of history intact, and we can learn a lot from it today. So through research, through education, and through community involvement, the sanctuary really works to help protect the Great Lakes and make sure that this generation and future generations can enjoy them. So Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary was established in 2000, and then the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Center opened in 2005. And every year, really, I would say that we have attracted more and more people to this region, not just locally, but people from all over Michigan who might be making a day trip or even all over the world. And in the past 4 years, we've had the Viking expedition ships make Alpena one of its port stops. And it has been really fun to not only kind of partner with their science team and have a little bit more interaction with the crew and the guests, but to welcome them here in Thunder Bay River as they come ashore. They come into the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Center, they take cruises on the glass bottom boat, they hear lectures, they learn a lot about the sanctuary while they're also exploring so much of Northeast Michigan. So we offer so much to the public. Let me just start here with the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Center where we are. This is a free museum that is open 7 days a week. I always like to describe it as a shipwreck museum. You're gonna come in here and you can see the entire history of people in the Great Lakes, and then moving into what we call the shipwreck century, where this was the main way of moving people and goods using these Great Lakes. We have a life-size schooner replica that you can step aboard, and you're gonna feel like you're in a November gale and you're trying to get to the lighthouse and get to a harbor and find safety, and really kind of a hands-on experience for learning. And then you'll come off of that schooner and you're going to dive under the waves and be able to see a shipwreck and observe it. We even have some fun tunnels for all ages. Generally, I would say those 10 and under tend to get up there a little bit more, but again, all ages, and you're gonna feel like you're scuba diving over a wreck. So tons here at the Visitor Center for that Shipwreck Museum. We have a sanctuary store with great maritime gifts. And then also a huge thing that the sanctuary does is help maintain the sanctuary, which I should point out is 4,300 square miles of Lake Huron. So I always like to say this is the Visitor Center, but the actual sanctuary is out in the water. And there's a lot of different ways to enjoy that. We put out mooring buoys, at least 50 of those a season on a lot of wrecks. Some of them deep water that brings a lot of scuba divers to the area to explore. But also many of them are closer to shore and perfect for paddling over. And of course, the most important thing, discovery. There are still about 100 shipwrecks waiting to be found. According to records, the Great Lakes Research Collection at Alpena County Library has a massive maritime collection of this area. And according to a lot of documentation from the past, there are still probably roughly 100 shipwrecks that have not been found yet. So lots of discovery. If I could share one message with the community, it would be, this is your sanctuary. Get into your sanctuary, as we always say. And that could be coming to the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Center. I know every time I walk through the exhibits, I discover something new. It's always more to learn. There's the Great Lakes Maritime Heritage Trail along the water, gorgeous walk, lots of history. And then we have those shoreline wrecks. You could take a paddle, you could take a snorkel. There's so many fun ways to get into your sanctuary.